Me and the queen, the royal empress, the goddess, we're going to continue to bask in our greatness. We're going to bask in our greatness.
Thank you.
I hope y'all can be inspired. We're just trying to inspire y'all.
Inspire you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Fame with Tiffany Renee, freedom of artistic means of expression. If you have never been to my channel before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. Great to see you. This is a safe space. I say this at the beginning of every video. I want people to come here and feel loved and feel seen. This is a loving community. No negativity, hateration, holleration in this dancery. We don't want that here. There's plenty of that in the world. This is just a loving space. So we just want to uplift, and this is a channel where we talk about vibration, manifestation, higher self. We talk about quantum physics, metaphysics, and things that we can do to enhance and uplift and try to elevate ourselves and get into our best state of being so we can be our best selves and live our best life. I mean, because who doesn't want to live their best life, you know? I know it's been a while since I made a video. I think I made one like in early January, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was like an early, like first or second week of January, something like that. And I was just a tad bit under the weather at that time. And I think it was like a Saturday or something, actually. And it's so funny because this video is a story time video. It is a manifestation success story. I guess it'll be a success story, but more like a crazy, oh my God, no, that did not just happen, success story time. Okay. And yes, I was a little under the weather, but it kind of like got worse towards like the middle of February. I had like a really bad sore throat. And even though I recovered, it took me a minute because even though my throat wasn't sore anymore, I still sounded really, really froggy. So I was like, this is not cute. I cannot make videos sounding like just sound like I've been chewing on, you know, glass or something, like, you know what I mean? So I had to wait until my voice kind of came back to somewhat normal. I mean, I have a naturally deep voice anyway, as you can tell, but it was like way in there. It was like Wheezy from the Jeffersons, you know. But shout out to Isabel Stanford. I love me some Wheezy from the Jeffersons, but it was like George, you know, like it was like that times 10. Okay. But we're back. And so I definitely wanted to get this story time out because it is long overdue. Okay. This happened like January 10th, and here we are February 3rd. So it's long overdue because this story is pretty incredible. The story is how I met Busta Rhymes. Yes, you heard that right, YouTube family. The iconic, the legendary, the eccentric, the dope, okay? The ultimate Busta Bus, okay? The Busta Bus. Mr. Cavazier, Mr. Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, Mr. Dangerous, okay? Mr. Okay, listen. Mr. What's It Gonna Be, okay? Featuring Janet Jackson. All right. Icon, legend, hip hop, just global icon, okay? I don't know what else to call him. One of my favorite rappers of all time, okay? I love the eccentric. I love like people like him and Missy Elliott. Like they just changed the game to me for hip hop, and even Eminem, like with their creativity and just the visuals of like the videos and stuff, and not to mention his dope lyricism and the way his cadence and the way he delivers and just the speed that he was able to rap and stuff. I absolutely love Busta Rhymes. Okay, so we about to get into this story. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you are feeling this video. Okay, listen, get ready, get your tea, get your water, get your juice, get your smoothie, get your coffee, whatever it is that you're drinking, get your wine, okay? Get you a little snacky snack because this is a juicy story, okay? And I will insert some pictures at some kind of way. So listen, you know, me and editing, we're not here yet. We're getting acquainted, but we're not BFFs yet. So wherever the picture just happens to pop up, forgive me, bless, okay? If it jumps up in the middle of a sentence, then that's just where it is, okay? Bless. But there'll be 2 pictures of he and I during this video. I don't want to make it too long. I'm 5 minutes in. Let's get to it. Sorry, we have a snowstorm, so if you hear stuff, you're gonna hear snow trucks and stuff like that outside. So, and whatever. Okay. It was like on a Wednesday, right? Like the week of like the first week in January, and I was driving out to the store, and I was listening to the music on my phone, and his song with Mariah Carey, "Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you, as long as you want." You know, I got right. You know what song I'm talking about. It came on because I have it on my phone, and I was just singing along to it, and I just thought to myself, you know, it would be really, really, really nice to meet Busta Rhymes. Like, it would be really nice. Like, he is so dope. I would love to meet him, give him his flowers while he's still here. You know what I mean? And just do a painting for him because you all know that I paint. You can check out some of my previous videos. That's kind of like my exchange of energy between me and entertainers is I usually do a painting for them when they come to town. And I just thought that would just be something really nice. I would love to meet Busta Rhymes, give him a painting, and see him in concert because I've never seen him before. My brother saw him when he had come to Cincinnati at one point, and he thought he was like amazing because my brother absolutely loves Busta Rhymes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I bet that was super dope. And I just casually just had a passive thought, listening to his song, driving. Wouldn't it be nice? It would be so nice to meet Busta Rhymes. Give him a painting. That'd be so dope. And I went right back to bopping to the song, right? Never thought about it again. Literally, that's exactly how it happened. Period. Never thought about it again. Then I made that video for you guys that Saturday, the 9th of January. And then the very next day, on Sunday, the 10th of January, that's when it all happened. I was craving some McDonald's. So I went out to go get some McDonald's. And I was still feeling a tad bit under the weather. But I was like, I really want some McDonald's fish fries. So I went, got some McDonald's, came back, sat down. It was like maybe 1:30 in the afternoon. Sat at my desk, was listening to some manifestation stuff. My friend called me. What are you doing? I'm eating some McDonald's, whatever, because I was craving some. And she was like, oh, okay. So we're having a little conversation. I just happened to pick up my phone while I was talking to her, and I just happened to go on Instagram. Now, that weekend, the weekend of the 8th, 9th, and 10th, was the championship college football weekend. Their championship was held here in Indianapolis. I didn't know that. Now, the night before, that Saturday night, a bunch of people were here. Like Doja Cat was here and she performed. And so like different entertainers were already here. That Sunday, I was just out of it. Like I didn't know that anybody was here. Like had I not seen it on Instagram and some of the promoters who I follow who live here, I wouldn't have known. So I just happened to pick up the phone at like 1:30 in the afternoon while I'm talking to my friend on the phone. And I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see this particular promoter who I follow, and he has this advertisement up and says, hey, everybody, I'm a man of my word. I always do what I say I'm doing. So it's true. He's coming. He's going to be here tonight. So, for the, here's use my code. And for the first 500 people who use my code, you get a free ticket. And then I look and I'm like, that looks like Busta Rhymes. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, Busta Rhymes is going to be somewhere because it has like the Caesars, sponsorship, the Caesars Palace. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking it's Vegas because the promoter I know, he promotes all over the country. I'm like, oh, so it must be Vegas. And then I see the address. It says Indianapolis, downtown. And I'm like, weird. It was that night, that Sunday night, January 10th. I kid you not. I had just thought about it Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. Just in passing. Just went through my mind while I was singing the song. Wouldn't it be nice? It would be nice to meet Busta Rhymes, give him a painting, and see him live. Just once. It would be nice just to have that experience. That's all. On Wednesday. Sunday afternoon. I just happened to pick up my phone at 1:30. And 30 minutes before, the promoter had just posted that. Hey, use my code because Busta Rhymes is going to be in town tonight and he's going to perform. And he was one of the few acts that was actually going to perform inside because it was freezing. It was like January. And a lot of people performed outside. Doja Cat was outside and whatnot. But like other people were there, like 21 Pilots was in town. Like different people weren't in town. But because I really wasn't feeling it, I was really, kind of wasn't going anywhere. But something said to pick up your phone at that exact time. And that is the first thing that I saw. Of course, I'm telling my friend this on the phone, completely digressed to what she was talking about. And I go onto the website, Eventbrite, and I'm looking at different things. I'm like, well, it says like general admission, but it's grayed out. And like the VIP is sold out. And I'm like, I don't know if this is the right thing. And now we know sold out means nothing to me. That's not even in my vocabulary, okay? When it comes to concerts, sold out, that does not compute, okay? We already know that. But I was like, well, there's this other one that says general admission. It's a different general admission. It's like general admission 1. But it's grayed out, but it says like discount code or something. So I'm like, I'm going to put his code in there. Sure enough, click. It said, congratulations, you've scored tickets to see Busta Rhymes. I was like, I got a ticket to see Busta Rhymes tonight. Oh my God. Okay. Doors opened at 8 o'clock. By the time I did that, it was like 10 till 2. Okay. Now I said, okay. Now, I want him to have a painting. I want him to have a painting. Like he's got to have a painting from me. And I'm like, do I have any canvas? So I'm up. I'm in my pajamas. Okay. Because I had no intention of going anywhere. I got my McDonald's and I was just going to hang out. Even though it was a gorgeous day, it was cold because it was January. I go in my laundry room. I'm like, holy crap. I have a little canvas. So I'm like, okay, great. I have a canvas. Do I have enough time to whip up a painting? Because usually I have this whole ritual that I do. This whole, I have to, sit and I bless the painting and I visualize. I do all these things to manifest the ticket that I want, to manifest I do all of these things. I didn't even have time for that. I didn't have time to process the fact that I got the ticket and it was free. Okay. Because all I did was put in his code, the promoter's code, and the ticket was free. And I'm like, it says general admission, but I'm going to just get there early and see if there's a way that I can maybe give VIP, even though I ain't got no money. Maybe something can happen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but I just figured that out when I get there. And I'm like, okay, it's downtown at the Pan Am. I ain't trying to drive. So I need to figure out transportation. I need to figure out because I don't know how park is going to be because a lot of people are in town. I mean, there was different entertainers, different rappers, different celebrities were in town because it's the college championship. People from all over the country were here. So I'm like, I don't know what traffic's going to be like. I'm like, I'm not trying to drive. So what can I do? And I'm sitting there like, okay, let me call one friend. Let me see if she's available to pick me up and maybe drop me off and I'll figure out how to get home. Maybe I'll run into a friend down there. I'll call her. She's like, oh, with my boyfriend, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I was trying to see if you could maybe drop me off because, Busta Rhymes in town. I got a free ticket because, Busta is the boo. Okay, I love me some Busta Bus. But it's okay if you're with your boyfriend, he's not leaving till late. Hey, whatever. Next thing I know, she's like, boop, check your quick pay. I just sent you some money. She sent me money to take an Uber. She said, just take an Uber. Just go. And I was like, oh my God, because I checked and the Uber was like, however much, $35 because it was a big event or whatever. She sent me money to go get an Uber. I was like, okay, friend, preach. So I'm like, well, I got a way down there. So before she called me back, I had called my other friend as a plan B, just in case that friend didn't work out. So then after that friend called and she was like, here's money to go get an Uber. Other friend called and I'm like, oh yeah, well, I just called because I wanted to go downtown because I told everything that happened. And then I was like, but my other friend just sent me money to get an Uber. And she was like, okay, well, I got something to do later on, so I won't be able to pick you up. However, I could probably drop you off and you want to take that Uber money to get back home. And I'm like, oh my God. Like it just worked out. So I had a free ride down there. I had the Uber money to get home. I had the free ticket. I had a canvas that I didn't know I had. And then I had enough time to whip up this painting and everything. I reached out to the promoters. They didn't even have time to get back with me because it was such a short amount of time. I had literally like 5 hours to get ready, or 4.5 hours to get ready because she was picking me up at like 7:30 so I can get down there by 8 when the doors open because I was trying to see if I could get into the VIP, all that. I'm like, I don't have nothing to wear, because it usually takes time for me to prepare for all this stuff, for any other concert. I'm like, I have this one funky jacket that I've never worn before. I'm gonna put that on with some black leggings. I'm gonna put on a ponytail and we put on some red lipstick and we're gonna make it do what it do. And it came out great, by the way. and that's what happened. And I get down there, it was freezing. So I'm like, thank God it was indoors. Everything worked out seamlessly. I have the painting, it was done. I wrapped it up in cellophane. I get downtown and I tell them, hey, I've worked with this company before with you before, I've worked with them plenty of times. I bring paintings to their artists, whatever. And they're like, okay, well, I can take it back to the green room backstage. I'm like, great, that's fine. And I was like, so is there like a VIP thing? Like where do you go? And I get there and I'm surprised because there's like hardly any people. And I'm like, oh, am I in the right spot? And they're like, yeah, but there was still like games going on because it was still early. And so, they just scanned my ticket and I was literally able to go buy my water, take a picture with the big Transformer Bumblebee thing, and then walk right over to where the stage was. Like there was like a little gate and it was pretty much right where I was standing when I went VIP for Expo, when I got manifested the VIP for the white party. It was like right there in front of the stage. Like I could not believe it. And I was standing next to the coolest people. Like I just walked right up to my spot. Like I was supposed to be there. Everything was seamless, fam. When I tell you, I could not have even planned it better. I couldn't have planned it better. It was seamless, okay? It was fan-freaking-tastic. I was like, the universe literally carved out the most seamless path for this to happen. They had performers, and as the night went on, more and more people kind of came in, because there were other performances that ended and the game ended. It was a Sunday night as well. And quite a few people showed up, you know what I mean? So Busta got on stage around 11:15-ish or so. And went for about an hour and a half. And then the venue, had to be closed by 1. So, of course, he shut it down, him and Spiff. It was dope. It was so dope. And, he had the jewels and the he was so cool. And it was so fun to see him. I was like right in the front. And I was hype and everything. And his, who I later found out was his brother, was sitting like right below me on the other side of the fence. And I said, hey, did you see the painting I did for him? And he was like, no, where is it? And I said, they put it in the green room. He said, I'm going to go look for it. He did. He came back. He's like, yep, I got it. We saw it. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. Busta's like, all right, I'm about to come down there since I'm done, and I'm like mingle with y'all and hang out and everything. And he did. He went backstage for a minute, then he came out, and people were crowding him, wanted pictures or whatever, and security was everywhere and his people and all that stuff. There was one security girl who I'd met at another event, and she's really, really cool, really nice. And I just went over to his brother, was trying to get his attention just to see if Busta saw the painting. And then I was going to be kind of okay because there was just like a lot of people kind of crowding him. And I was just kind of willing to just kind of hang out in the wings, until I guess my turn, I suppose. But they just kept moving all the way over to the bar. And then Busta just like buys everybody shots of everything. And then he just started talking to different people, and he just was like pouring into people. Like he was, uplifting people. And then like he was ministering to one girl, and then she started crying. And then he was just like, one girl went live, and he went live with the girl. And then he was being so hype and just so generous and so kind, and just taking the time to really talk to people, to uplift people, you know what I mean? And just be cool with people and take shots with people. He was so nice and so humble and so down to earth. And I'm short. I'm only 5'5.5", but he was just like so tall, and he was everything that I wanted him to be. He was just so nice. And then I did finally get a chance to see his brother, and I tapped him, and I was like, "Did he like the painting?" He was like, "Oh yeah, come on." And so he told his other people, make sure that she, gets a picture with him. Make sure, because she did the painting. Make sure you let him know. And so I was kind of like pushed into like the circle and everything, and it was mayhem and madness, but it was awesome at the same time. And security was like, okay, we gotta go. It's 1 o'clock. Y'all gotta leave. And everybody was kind of trying to hang out because everyone wanted his attention and wanted to talk to him and get pictures with him. But they were trying to get us to leave. Apparently, they had him set up across the street for the after party, but he was just kind of hanging out. It was actually really funny because they were like, okay, everybody, you gotta go. But if y'all were there, if anyone from Indy's here, you know what I'm talking about. They were trying to get everybody to leave. But the bartenders were like, okay, but we got you set up over there. But they were still, pouring shots and everything. And I was like one of the last people. They were like, okay, ma'am, you gotta go. And the security guard, she was like, well, he wants her here. He wants her here, though. I know, but because she did artwork for him. He wants her here. And they were like, okay. And so finally he turned around, and then she was like, okay, this lady, she did artwork for you. He was like, a painting. I said, you did a painting for me? I said, I did. He's like, where is it? And she said, oh, we put it in the green room. I said, I did a painting for you in Arabic. It says iconic in Arabic. And he was like, I speak Arabic. And I said, do you? And he was like, assalamu alaikum. I was like, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. And we gave each other big hugs and everything. And he was so nice. And he started talking to me and, giving his knowledge. And I said, I got to record this. So I started recording. And then I could tell we were kind of being rushed. So he was talking and everything. And I'm recording us talking. And then I hit stop. And then he was like, I'm not done yet. And I was like, oh, okay. Part 2 of the knowledge. And then he finished talking and everything. And, he gave me a kiss on the temple and everything. And it was so wonderful. He called me a goddess and an empress. And he said, we out here shining. We just gonna shine, me and the empress and the goddess and the queen. And I'm like, amen. Like, it was so good. It was so good. It was great. And then I said, can we take pictures? He said, we sure can. So we took one selfie, just a regular of us smiling. And the way my phone is set up is that I had the flash on for the selfie mode, so it goes white and then it shows you the picture. And he said, why you look like wifey, in that voice that he has. And I was so taken aback, like, Busta thought I looked like wifey, and I was like, oh, okay. And all I could do was laugh because I didn't know because I didn't know what to say, because like, I don't know, maybe because I'm like so bad at it. I don't know how to flirt, and I can't really tell when people's flirting with me. I don't know if that was, but he was like, why you look like wifey? And I was just like, oh, okay, like giggle, But I'll show you guys the picture. I would have sent the pictures. But after that, he just started like kissing like my face which was fine. It was great. But he like was just kept kissing my face like super hard. And then I just started laughing because it was so funny to me. And then I was like, I need to get a picture of this. So like you see in the selfie that I'll upload, like my one eye is closed, the other one's open because I'm trying to get that and I'm still laughing at the same time. So I look kind of crazy. And you see him like still like kissing my face. It was great. And then I got, of course, I posted it to my social media. And even my brother had something to say. He was like, I saw Busta just putting his mouth on folks. Like, I'm like, oh, no, just on me. Preach. Like, just being funny, being stupid. But, I mean, bless. I'm like, Busta Rhymes kissed my face. Like, I was cool with it. Because he's one of my faves. And all that to say, yeah. What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, well, after that, he hugged me and he had to go because literally security came and they were wrapping their arms around him. And he was like, okay, they literally pulling me away. So I got to go. And I was like, okay. He saw, because I have like piercings on my chest. As you see, I have like yeah. And he was like, is your chest pierced? And I was like, yeah. He's like, did that hurt? I said, oh yeah, a little bit. And he was like, that's crazy. He just kept staring at me. He is so funny. He is so, so fun. It was a joy to experience just for, that, 10, 15 minutes just that I had with him. Just to experience his presence, the presence of Busta Rhymes. It was such a joy. And, he's, he's so awesome. He really is. I would love to have the opportunity to like sit with him and have a cup of tea and have like real conversation. You know what I mean? I bet that would be a pretty mind-blowing experience. But I am so grateful for my experience that I had because it was so unexpected and he was so nice and so gracious and gave so much of his time and to be like have such intimate moments with like the fans, with the people, you know what I mean? And to just give such sweet words and knowledge and just pour into people and uplift people. It was just really, really, really sweet and really humble of him. And he would just, because he didn't have to do that. A lot, celebrities don't have to do that. You know what I mean? And a lot of them don't. A lot of them just kind of like a whirlwind. They just come in and come out. You know what I mean? But he actually took the time to hang out. He bought people drinks. He hung out with people. You know what I mean? And he really uplifted people. It was really, really, really amazing. Really, really sweet. And I appreciate it so much. And I left, called my Uber driver, and his name was Andrew. I think his name was. And I got in the car, didn't know him from a can of paint. And it was like, oh, did you have a concert or something? I said, it was Busta Rhymes. And let me tell you something, Andrew. And I told him the entire story as if I knew him, as if he was my friend. And I was talking to him and I was laughing and I was just giving him all the details. And I was like, and you know what else, Andrew? They had the nerve, because I was talking about the crazy people in there and just giving him the business. And he was probably like, this girl. But because I was so excited. But anyway, all that to say, because it's like a 30-minute video now, but the point that I want to make of this When Tiffany Met Busta story is, do you see when the teachers, when the metaphysical teachers and the quantum physicists talk about letting go and saying your desire, stating your desire, and completely releasing it and letting go. I mean, we have been hearing that since The Secret. You know what I mean? Since what, 2006? Even before then, right? Since ancient times. You know what I mean? Like, we've always heard a version of that, of just state what you want and let it go. Just say, and it is, say that something is and it is. Just let it go. Just say it with no attachment. You know what I mean? Like the whole universal law of detachment. You can want what you want. Say your desire and then let it go. I used to kind of struggle with that because I would still have to keep affirming that, okay, I already have what I want. I already have what I want. I am in Barbados. You know me, and I never got it. I am in Barbados. I'm in Barbados, right? But This was really like one of the first real incidents that truly showed me that you literally can just, this was one of the major moments. I think I've had other minor moments, but this was a major moment that I consider major because there were so many components. You know what I mean? To I mean, just on Wednesday, it was literally on a Wednesday, driving in my car, singing a Busta Rhymes song and just thinking, I really would like to meet him and just show my appreciation and give him a painting. I'd really like to meet Busta Rhymes. And just went back to singing the song. Never thought about it, zero resistance, didn't try to piece anything together. Like, that's literally it. That was the thought. I'd like to meet Busta Rhymes. Give him his flowers and do a painting for him. Watch him perform. That'd be really nice to meet him. That'd be really great. Baby, if you give it to me. Okay, and then we're right back to singing and driving and running my errands like nothing. It never crossed my mind again. Never crossed my mind. It crossed my mind for that 2.5 seconds. I thought it. I said it out loud. It would be really nice. And then I literally did not think about it again. That was on a Wednesday. By Sunday afternoon, I get this nudge to check my phone at a very specific time at 1:30. Because 30 minutes prior to that, I see that a promoter who I follow had just posted that Busta Rhymes is going to be in town that night. Here is a code that I can use to get a free ticket to get into the venue that night to see him. I called 2 people. Those 2 friends just happened to be the bridge of incidents to be able to get me down there. One friend could get me down there for free to drop me off. Another friend gave me Uber money, so I had a way to get back. Okay, I was able to piece together an outfit because Busta loved my jacket. He thought my jacket was so dope. Okay, that's the first time I had ever worn my jacket out anywhere in public. I wore it once in a picture, like a little video I did online. I've never worn it anywhere. He loved my jacket. Like, I actually was able to put something together. I was actually able to whip up a painting. I actually had a canvas left. Like, and it was dry in time. Like I was able to get there at a perfect time. I was able to get my water and then find the perfect spot right in front of the stage. I was able, because I did bring the painting, I was able to communicate with his brother who just, because of where I was standing, he was right there. I picked the right spot to stand. And then because his brother saw me, he was like, make sure she communicates. Make sure he sees her. I was one of the last people he was even able to talk to. And because I was there and where I was standing, the other security girl who already knew me from a prior show looked out for me. She made sure I was still there and I wasn't asked to leave. Like, all the cooperative components were there. And I got to meet him. I got video footage of him talking with me. His arm was around me the whole time. I mean, he was just uplifting me. We have pictures together. I mean, and I got to watch him perform. I will remember that for the rest of my life. All because I had a simple thought and I let it go. A simple desire and I let it go. I stated what I wanted and I literally let it go and never thought about it. And not only did I get it, the entire bridge of incidents worked out. It was almost scary because it was almost like I didn't even have to really think about anything. Everything just worked out perfectly. I didn't have to do my usual things that I usually have to do and all my usual manifestation focus and all that. I didn't have to do any of that. I was like, wow. This letting go stuff, this is some real power right here. There's some real power in just literally letting go. And literally just saying that you would like something and just never thinking about it. And literally everything just opened up. All the bridge of incidents just opened up perfectly. Like, it's like you can't make this stuff up. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. And I will remember that moment for the rest of my life. I will remember that story. Just, it was so incredible it still blows my mind to this day. It still blows my mind. And I'm like, I freaking met Busta Rhymes, yo. And I met Busta Rhymes. I thought about him on a Wednesday. He crossed my mind. I didn't even think about him. He crossed my mind on a Wednesday. He crossed my mind for 2.5 seconds on Wednesday. And Sunday, I was meeting him. I was watching him. I was in his presence. He had his arm around me. He was speaking life into me. We took pictures together. He was laughing with me. He was joking with me. He was complimenting my presence. He told me I look like wifey. What? And all I had to do was just think about it for 2 seconds and then not think about it again. Come on, universe. Come on with the come on vibration, come on alignment, come on frequency, come on law of detachment, come on letting go. Come on letting go and letting God. Come on detachment. Come on with it. Come on being detached from your desire. Come on with it. Yes. Thank you for watching. I am going to insert the videos so you can see wherever they pop up is where they pop up. Not the videos, but the pictures, the 2 pictures of me and him. And I hope you all enjoy. I will see if I can get the video, like the second video, the part 2 in here some kind of way. You know me in editing, but I'm going to try to see if I can insert that too, or some kind of footage somehow of us or whatever, but I will get some kind of footage in here in this video. If you're still with me, thank you for watching. I know it's a long video. It's almost 40 minutes long. It'll probably be about 40 minutes once I add everything. But thank you. I appreciate you. I will be recording probably a couple more videos today. So if I'm in the same, that means I'm inspired to record a few more during this winter storm. But thank you so much for watching. I am glad I got to share this story with you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. You know, if you have any questions, great. I'm also going to throw my Cash App in the description too, in case anyone wants to like throw a donation my way. Someone had mentioned that at one point, just like throw the Cash App for people who want to donate, just because I'm not at the monetizing level yet, but people may want to donate. So no pressure, but if the spirit moves you, bless, you know, there it is. But hopefully you like this story, especially if you like Busta Rhymes. So, this was a good one. This was a big one for me because I absolutely love Busta Rhymes. He's like huge. He's a huge icon to me. So take care. Be safe, especially if you're in one of the winter areas that's experiencing this snowstorm right now. Stay safe. Drive carefully if you're out and about. And if you're not, enjoy the snow day. If you're out, make some snowmen and all that stuff. And I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.